Hi, this is Sana Shiraz. I am an embodiment coach for dating and relationship for ladies and a course leader for therapeutic dances. This is a second video about emotional reactivation, which is a topic the relationships, also the dating, are the minefields usually for emotional reactivation. So we have already said that once we get emotionally reactivated, it comes hand in hand with a body reactivation. So in something happens or we have a thought which bring us to a sudden emotional, intense, upsetting emotions. And this is usually comes also measurable in body and comes with body reactivations like you sweat or your heart beats faster or you have a shallow breath, or you tense your muscles. Well, it's ended up that these emotional reactions, body reactions are exact the same like fight, flight, freeze reactions in us and in us humans and in mammals. So these fight, flight, freeze reactions are famous originally from animal studies, from mammal studies. It's very easy concept that you can observe in mammals. Once they get attacked, let's take any, which one would you like to have? Apes, for example, once they get attacked by lion or something else, so they are choices, which is not really conscious choices, but your body will react and to either that animal will fight back in order to survive or flight, or if both those options are really not helpful, might pretend that attacked animal will pretend dead. So there's a freeze reaction. And we have the same. It's an amazing survival mechanism. For example, if you're on the street and a car races toward you, that you suddenly will react and without even really being conscious of what's happening. It's not that you're analyzing the situation and say, okay, I guess like this car coming toward me has approximately the speed of 120 kilometers per hour, and the driver, I don't know if he can manage it. I cannot really say. He might, because he looks very good and fit. No, nothing for that. So we just, our body takes over. Your brains get the signal that something is coming, the sound signal or the sight signal. And once it's a danger, the amygdala plays in your brain, which is really responsible for alarm worries, a danger. If that sends the message to your thalamus, it's like, this is a danger, that's immediately activate our part of autonomous nervous system, sympathetic nervous system, to really take over and make it as possible that we are ready for fight and flight usually. So that means they will take the attention and blood from the areas of our body which is not needed now, like digestion system or reproductive system. So, and sending the blood to our hands and legs and feet so we can really be able to fight or flight, and to our heart. That's why our heart is beats faster, and the breath and then lung is getting more capacities. Your seeing sight and your hearing is getting sharpened. It's a lot of things happens, all just focused. That is like, it's about survival so that we can fight or flight, and or if it's very really huge danger that it's almost is nothing possible, so it brings us like to lower energy, lower temperature, so that to freeze moment. All right, that all makes absolutely sense, and that's probably why we exist still on the earth, because our ancestors survived, and few of us might have even experience in our life that moments like that we just reacted, and that was amazing and rescued our life. Okay, what's the thing about when our partner says something and or where we're in the middle of the night have a thought and that makes us so anxious and worried about the future? What is that all about? Why are we jumping in that fight, flight, freeze modus even with a thought? Well, that amygdala part of our brain is also responsible for emotional memory, especially fear. That means if something in the past had happened, which we brought as a child or youth, so it's a very close associated together with a pain or a threat or a danger in the past, amygdala keeps the record and wants really to protect us. Means if something somehow brings it to that idea that could happen again, like that sentence of your partner might mean he will leave you, or he doesn't love you, or bring back very, very old memories, sometimes really subconsciously. You might not have that memory even on radar, and then they want to react to protect us, and that is how we get triggered the same way as something an animal has attacked, and we have our habitual reactions of fight, freeze, or flight, or a combination of this. So in the first video, I mentioned few facts for you, which is I just wanted to emphasize on them. But this, what you just heard about the body, if you didn't know them, well, once it's the system, the amygdala thinks, oh, okay, this is something dangerous is happening, then it really activates our parts of body which is not only or not like the best connected to our problem solving and rational thinking, but like it's more about survival and it's more ancient part of our primitive part of our brain. So, and it comes also sometimes with a false alarm. Well, in the past was a real danger, and you can really nowadays really do a reality double check. Is that what's happening right now really so life-threatening, so dangerous? If it is, actually your reaction is perfect as it's supposed to be. But if your partner says something, it's not going to kill you. If you are going to be, giving a talk in front of 100 people, it's really nothing life-threatening there. Even when your body is saying, oh God, that's so dangerous, you have this body reactions. And again, that the most important part of it was that part I said in the last video as well, that this is based mostly, in most of the cases, is based on the past, our past. So that person, our partner, or children, they are not the cause of our emotional reactivation. They are triggers. So that is the first step will be that we take responsibility for our own reactivation, our emotions. I will tell you more about that, and especially on how you can regulate it. Yay. See you next time.